he was with a girl, and they thought he cheated, and so they put him in a van, and they asked him, and he was like, no, I didn't, and the guy just came up behind him he was in the passenger seat, and the guy came up behind him and slit his throat, and then he stabbed him he shot him in the chest 3 times with a crossbow.
Wow.
Simple as that. That's what happened. Then they took his body, and they put it in a carport, and they mutilated his body. And then 3 days later, they took it out to the middle of nowhere and put it in a ditch and burned it.
How'd they put all these clues together?
One of the kids confessed and showed him where the body was and showed him where they had him in the carport and everything.
Wow. When was this?
When I was in high school, back in 2008.
And where?
In Odessa, Texas.
Cool. So how he was this, did he, like, is this just like a common psychopathic thing that you see?
No, pretty much he said that they did rituals. Like, they did rituals and killed animals, and
I'm gonna put the lots of it in here.
like, they supposedly were Satanists, but when you saw the symbols, like, they were really into the whole vampire thing and sacrificing animals and stuff. He basically was like, he's not one of us, so we have to end him, kind of thing. It was really creepy.
That the guy that he killed wasn't a vampire?
Yeah.
So he had to kill the guy.
Everybody else claimed that they were. So it was really weird.
Oh, so it was a clan.
I guess so.
So
other kids thought, like, the other people that were involved, they weren't serious about it, but their ringleader guy was. And he killed the dude over it.
How many people were in this group?
2 girls, him, and another guy.
Wow. And that kind of hits close to... Did they all get arrested, or what?
Mm-hmm. Every single one of them. His girlfriend at the time, she wasn't involved in the killing or anything, but she still went to jail because she was guilty by association, because she knew that they had the body and she did not say anything, and so she went to jail for guilty by association. So
for them being associated in the group, that leads to an arrest.
Like, basically, because she knew that they had killed the guy and that they were mutilating his body, and she didn't report it to the police.
Oh.
And they found text messages and stuff on messengers of her talking about it back and forth with them.
While they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's pretty demented. How long did it take for them to confess?
The guy, his name was William, he, the one that confessed.
Yeah.
It was about, I want to say it was like 3 weeks after they did everything to the guy.
Shit.
He went to the police and confessed everything.
Wow. Are they in? How long are they in jail? Did they get death sentence or what? Because that's kind of screwed up.
Willie, we call him Willie. He had 25 to life because he told him that he shot the guy with a crossbow when they mutilated the body. He helped mutilate the body, and he had 25 to life.
So they shot him with a crossbow after?
No. They slit his throat, and as he was dying and gasping for air, they shot him 3 times in the chest with a crossbow.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And then they did really fucked up things to his body after the fact. They, like, cut off parts of his limbs and like, cut him open and pulled organs out.
So if he was a vampire, this would have happened to him, I would assume.
I don't know.
You two are having the most fascinating time.
It quite is.
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I don't know because I wasn't involved. It was just I heard about it.
If you were involved, you'd be arrested.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I was friends with them. We were questioned. Like, I was good friends with all of them. And so we were questioned about it. And the only reason I know as much about the story as I do is because my mom's best friend was his parole officer. And she told us what happened. Like, the real story, not what the news put out. Okay. Because the news didn't put out the information about the guy being mutilated and all that. They just put out that he was killed in a car and then burned in a ditch.
Isn't that, like, kind of, like, against the law?
Not really. They have a right to withhold information from the public if they feel it's gruesome.
But revealing it to you when they hold it from the public is...
Not really.
Okay.
Well, I guess it is, but whatever. It's not.
Okay.
It was bits and pieces of the story that was put out in the news. Like, it's on public record. It just wasn't mentioned publicly in the news.
Gotcha.
So she didn't actually, like, give us information.
So how many people were involved? Like 4 or 5?
Four people.
Wow.
And the guy's crazy. Like, I had a friend that went to jail, and his name was Justin, and he went to jail for chasing a woman around in Walmart with a mace, with an actual mace, and
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, and but he didn't swing it at her. He's an idiot. And
one of those Nerf mace or actual mace?
No, it's an actual metal mace, which is why he went to jail.
I've got some mace on me right now.
No, not that kind of mace. Like an actual, like, medieval mace. Anyway, he got put in solitary confinement with the guy that killed the dude, the one I'm telling you about. And he had fangs. He ground his teeth down into fangs. And he told him, like, no, sharper than that. He actually grounded his front teeth down so that these teeth would be longer.
Wow.
Yeah. And he told him that he could heal himself. Like, he had been shot several times, and he had healed himself, and all he had was the scars of the bullet wounds. And he would, like, cut himself and be like, watch, it will heal.
From what I've seen, a lot of the cutters and whatnot are, into that stuff.
Well, yeah, it will heal. If you cut yourself, it will heal, unless you die first.
No, he's saying, like, it would heal instantly. It never did, but he claimed it did.
So,
and
just so you know, don't cheat, because you don't want you to get mutilated and shot in the chest with a crossbow.
What are you talking? Oh. No, I don't. I'm not friends with the guy. I don't talk to him anymore. That dude is
Just for safekeeping.
That guy doesn't know where I live. He doesn't know anything about me, and that he will be in jail if he's not already dead. He was on death row last I heard.
Oh. Wow.
Because he killed an inmate. He killed a person in jail.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So that's the whole story. You can research it.
What's his name?
His name is Derek.
Derek what?
What is his last name?
How do you spell Derek?
D-E-R-E-K.
Okay. There's like tons of different ways to spell it.
I don't remember his last name. But,
it's like derelict without the lick.
You'll find it because the other people associated, one of them's name would be William, one of them's name would be Stephanie, I think was her name, and then the other girl's name would be Heather. So
yeah, it's kind of freaky.
I can't remember his last name.
It's really freaky to listen to a story like that because I just heard about the Kansas or Kentucky one or the Tennessee one or whatever. And, it was like a crude videotape, and this guy, like, killed 2 people. And he was, like, one of the Klan heads or whatever. And the videotape goes in the documentary about, the Klan. And they're going out to, like, they're middle of a small town of nowhere. And they basically just have a little get-together, like, with a big thunderstorm in the background, beat all dramatic and stuff. And they're all, like, eating raw steaks pretty much, like, over a fire. And I'm just like, can you, like, be more natural and not trying to, like, I get there's a camera, like, in someone's face, but you don't gotta, like, dress the part,